Good morning. Let's start with our science again today, and let's look at Wednesdays. Today, you're going to learn all about dust storms and what dust storms are. So, you're going to read this quick little passage on dust storms, and then you're going to answer the questions. Now, as you're reading this, one thing I want you to understand is sometimes they'll call them dust storms, and sometimes they call them sandstorms. So don't let that confuse you as you're reading through this. And they are a type of extreme weather. I have a friend and a cousin both that live out in Arizona, and they get sandstorms a lot. And they say that it can be pretty scary. So today you're going to just read through this, and I'm going to have a video in here for you to watch and then answer the questions. Put those on the document like you've been doing. Let's see. Our reading. Let's go back and let's look at our reading from yesterday. It said, news, news, read all about it. Jimmy rode his bike halfway up the driveway, hopping off and tossing aside into a pile of leaves he had raked yesterday. He threw open the front door and burst inside. He halted in the kitchen as he found his mom talking on the phone. A coiled cord wrapped around her as she spun about the kitchen. Mom, Mom! Jimmy tugged on her dress as he pleaded with her to get off the phone. Jimmy's mom succumbed to his begging and hung up the phone. She looked him over quickly, wondering if his anxious tone could be from his pain. Was he hurt? Mom, the new Mario Brothers game has just been released. Mr. Martin just got a shipment in today. I've got to have one. I just gotta. Mom sighed, wondering if a phone call had truly been interrupted for a child's game. She instructed Jimmy to fetch the newspaper. Jimmy was confused but thought his mother may be checking for a coupon. Let's look for you a job, Mom suggested. Jimmy was confused. He was only 11 years old and he never thought of having a job before. Mom skimmed through the job section of the newspaper, highlighting jobs she thought may be good for Jimmy. Look here, she read. The Muskogee Daily News is looking for a news delivery boy. You already have a bike. It's perfect. Okay, let's look at the questions you had yesterday. Number 1. What was the most likely reason Jimmy tossed his bike on the grass? All right, so let's look at that. He was frustrated, he was excited, he was angry and upset. Let's go back one and let's look at that. Right here, hopping off and tossing it into a pile of leaves he had raked yesterday, he threw open the door and burst inside. He's wanting to tell his mom that the new game is ready. So would that make him frustrated, excited, or upset and angry? It would make him excited. That's what we can infer. All right, number 2. The reader can infer that Jimmy's mom wants him to get a job because she thinks he has too much free time, she wants him to learn about newspapers, or she wants him to earn money for the game. Okay, mom wants him to earn his own money for the game. Number 3. From the underlined sentence in the text, the reader can infer having a bike is a requirement of the job. He doesn't need a job because he already has a bike. Mom thinks having a bike is more important than having a game. Let's go back and look at that. You already have a bike. It's perfect. So going back and reading that, we can infer that having a bike is a requirement for the job. Number 4. The reader can infer that the story most likely takes place in fall, summer, winter, or spring. Let's go back and look at it. We have a couple clues here, like pile of leaves he had raked yesterday. It's a huge clue. When do the leaves usually fall? In the fall time, in the autumn. So we know that it more than likely took place in the fall. Okay, so you're going to go ahead today and you're going to read Betsy Ross. And then when you're finished, you're going to answer those questions. Let's look at our math. Today for math, you will watch the multiplication video with Mr. J. Here's one on two-step word problems. Then you will practice these problems. After you're finished, you will go to Empower and take your Empower quiz. So that is all we have for today. I have chapters 9 through 12 in your Google Classroom. If you want to hear the chapters 9 through 12 of the Tales of Dust Pro, it's there for you. So get busy today, and I will see you at 1 o'clock on Zoom.